Charley Patton was really cool. And that's a guy I don't know anything about, but I saw articles from the New York Times and Rolling Stone that called him one of the most important musicians of the 20th century.
Really?
And I was like, I don't know anything
Neither
about
do
this
I.
dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I heard about the guy. Let's play some of his songs.
All right, yeah. Here's a song called I'm Going Home by Charley Patton.
I got it away, got it away. Yeah, I never see you anymore. Got it away, got it away. I'll meet you on that ocean. I have a right, have a right, have a right. Yeah, I never see you.
Out of all the stuff, man, that we were talking about in this show, I really, really enjoyed discovering this guy.
Yeah, Charley Patton. He was really above the curve.
I love the recording. I love, the
scratchiness
it's
of
the
it.
first time I heard that,
And people, like, we don't know when he was born. They said he was probably born in 1887. There's only one photo of him that exists. And as we're just playing this, I said it almost looks like that famous mugshot of Sinatra, like his facial features, but the color of his skin, it's weird to tell, like, is he white? Is he
was like, they said that he was kind of like mocha.
Yeah, they said he was like, he was part black, he was part white, he was part Cherokee. His parents were white, but there was always a rumor that his mom had an affair with a former slave, and he was part black, but he has very white features. It's really, really interesting. And he was the dude in the monologue that I said, the masked marvel. So like, his record label actually put out a song under the artist just called The Masked Marvel, and it had a little card in it and said, if you can guess who this is.
Oh, really?
I don't know why anybody would know.
Yeah.
But if you could guess who it was, and they would let you have any album that they've ever put out in their catalog for free. And it was like, that's kind of cool, like the 1920s, 1930s.
It's like,
Masked
it's a
Marvel.
perfect contest, a question that nobody knows.
Right. But he also, the influence that this guy has on everybody else. They said when he would play the guitar, he would actually put it behind his head and behind his back.
I heard he was a very big show off.
Yeah.
Like he had this huge ego. He would play under his legs. He would play behind his back. He would just be basically a rock star.
But that was like the blues. It's a showmanship. You have to show up the next guy. The guy, somebody else.
And the dude like he went and played everywhere in these like juke joints in the Deep South. So like the people that saw him were like Helen Wolf, who we'll probably talk about a little bit later. Like he kind of learned how to play guitar watching this guy. He would go to his house at night and listen to him play guitar. Or Robert Johnson called him like a huge influence. John Lee Hooker called him a huge influence. It's amazing. And it was like, I have a show about music, and I was like, I had never heard of this guy before. Really, really enjoyed it. And he's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as an early influencer. And also a lot of these early blues musicians, they're buried in unmarked graves.
Yeah.
And this dude was in an unmarked grave until John Fogerty paid for a tombstone in 1990.
Oh, wow.
Very nice. Well, this does come down to, like, it's kind of like an artist. You get famous after you pass away.
Yeah. And I guess,
or recognized.
Those guys have been dead for so long.
Yeah.
The only thing they can is get recognized, like we are doing. We're talking about them on our show.
Yeah.
We got to give these guys justice. We got to give these guys the credit that they deserve. They started everything. Every kind of music started from the blues.
Yeah. And I never heard that before. John Fogerty did that. That's really solid.